Hi everyone, welcome back to Nude Wellness. I'm Celina. If you're new here, this channel is all about manifesting and the law of assumption. Hi nudies, it's great to be back. This is the place where we strip away your limiting beliefs. Today I want to talk about the topic that you're not happy, but you want to manifest. Can you manifest whilst you're not super happy? Short answer, of course you can. Before I dive into things, my disclaimer as always, your reality, your rules. So anything I say in my videos, these are just my assumptions of how the law of assumption functions in my reality. Take what resonates, discard what doesn't, you're in charge. And I really mean that. What anyone says, anything anyone says, even if it is fact, it still can be perceived as a limiting belief. For example, if someone says to you, oh, you need to be high vibe, you need to be happy in order to manifest, in my opinion, that's a limiting belief because I have proven it time and time again that that is not the case. So you get to decide. So if someone says to you, okay, you need to affirm all throughout the day in order to manifest. If you don't want that to be the case in your reality, then don't accept it. You get to make the rules here. Your reality, your rules. If you are repeating in your mind that every time I do the dishes, every time I wash up, I receive money, then that's what's going to happen for you. I believe I made a video a while ago titled like make your rules silly. And it's literally as simple as that. We are working with the placebo effect here. Every time I drink water, I get money in my bank account. Every time I drink water, my SP messages me. Like it literally can be as silly as that because it's about how the stories we tell ourselves, is what we'll push out. So the stories we tell ourselves dominantly is what we will experience in our reality. So in August, I was sick twice, which wasn't fun, and I'm very grateful to be healthy now. So the first time I had COVID, I hadn't had COVID ever, and so this was the first time having it, and it was gross. It was really, really bad. And then the second time, a week later, I got strep throat. So I was feeling quite poorly in August. And what I did was when I got sick, I was aware of where my mind and my thinking had been. And I was like, okay, I need to change that for the future. I'm not going to beat myself up now and blame myself, but I'm not going to be repeating those thoughts. So clearly I wasn't feeling amazing. It was the sickest I had been in years. The last time I had been sick was maybe 3 or 4 years prior. And that was nowhere near as sick as what I was in August. So I was feeling a bit sorry for myself. I was sat on the floor here some nights, literally like 2, 3 a.m. all throughout the night. I couldn't sleep. And I was just like rocking back and forth because I just couldn't get comfortable. I was feeling really awful. I couldn't breathe properly, like all of those things. So I made sure that I was still thinking in my mind. I was like, okay, I'm going to let my body heal. And I know this isn't fun now, but I'm healing very quickly. Yeah, okay, my throat's sore, I've got a runny nose, I'm feeling hot and cold, I'm healing very quickly. I was still saying to myself, looping like repetition, everything in my life is perfect, I'm healing, I'm getting stronger, money is pouring into my life, I'm an amazing coach, whether that's being a fitness coach because I'm a PT and nutritionist, or a manifestation coach. I'm an amazing coach, I'm helping so many people, and I was still making sure my mental diet was as good as it could be. Was I perfect? Probably not, because I was still kind of complaining that I was feeling sick and uncomfortable. But it's about realizing that you still have power. You still have the power in that moment. That no matter what the 3D is showing you, you are being called to look circumstances dead in the eye and be like, okay, all right, come for me. Yeah, all right, I'm going to change this. I know I'm not scared. Like, I'm not scared what is going to happen. I'm not scared what is happening right now. I have the power within me to choose the next best thought, to change things. And manifestations were still pouring in. No matter how sick I was, they were still coming in. Money was coming in. Clients were coming in. Clients were so understanding and so supportive. And there was heaps of progression, not only with my fitness clients, but manifestation clients. They were getting all their stuff because I was affirming for them. I was like, yeah, my clients get all their desires within the first week of us coaching. They're seeing heaps of movement, etc., etc. And that's what I was experiencing. And I was just like, yeah, like this is proving to me once again, this is an experience that no matter how you are feeling, if you just keep repeating the story, the wanted story, things will shift for you. So yeah, there were times that I was in victim mode and victim state and I was feeling sorry for myself, but I was snapping out of it and going, okay, I don't want to make this whole week. It ended up being a week, and then I was good for a week, and then I got sick again. So it ends up being a good like 2 and a bit weeks in total. And I was like, I I don't want to feel not only sick, but also mentally sick. I didn't want that at all. I was like, okay, my body's not feeling good, but my mind, I'm going to keep it sharp because I have control over that. I have control over that in this moment. And it was just about persisting and being like, no, I'm getting better. I'm getting healthy. I get to choose. And sometimes you kind of had to grit your teeth a little bit and be like, no, like I'm deciding this. So if you're not feeling your best, if you're waking up in the morning and you're feeling anxious, you're feeling you're feeling, oh my God, like today's another day. It's like, no, I'm deciding here. Today's going to be an amazing day. I'm going to feel great. And this is my day because I'm God. I don't fuck the 3D. I don't care what is happening. I get to decide how things go. And it's about having that discipline and being so steadfast in, no, my self-concept and what I'm thinking is going to be as good as it can be because I'm not going to waste this beautiful time that I have here on earth. No matter what is going on, I only have a finite amount of time here on earth, and I intend all of you watching, including myself, have at least 100 years on this planet, if not more. And if that's the case, then what? I've got like 75 plus years to go, and I want to make sure that I'm not wasting any second of that. That's how I think anyway. If I'm feeling crappy about something, okay, breathe into that feeling, let it go, and then I'm right back on my mental diet. I'm right back to thinking how I want it to be because I've proven to myself over and over, and I've seen it with my clients happen over and over. Things shift when you are consistent with the stories you tell yourself in your head. So choose to think of the wanted story. So that's where I was getting stuck a lot of the time when I was into law of attraction since I was maybe 17. For a good chunk of my early adulthood, I was focusing, I loved manifestation, and I was all about law of attraction. And I was like, okay, this is where I'm getting stuck, is this high vibe that I have to continuously feel really, really good and try and emanate this vibration of what it would feel like to have money or what it would feel like to have these experiences. And I was getting caught there. And it was only until I found the law of assumption and I started researching and educating myself and understanding it and applying it that I was like, this is where it's at, okay? It's about your dominant thinking. It's about what you're telling yourself. That's what's going to push out. It's not how you're feeling, okay? What I will say when it comes to how you're feeling, your feeling is a response to how you're thinking. So if you're waking up in the morning and you're feeling yucky and you're feeling gross, what's the reason? What are you doing? Say you're manifesting an SP. I had this with a client recently, and she had said to me she was waking up and instantly she was feeling dread and she was feeling gross. And I was like, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to assume, because I think this is the case, that when you wake up in the morning, you're looking at your phone straight away and you're going, okay, that person didn't message me overnight, and you're feeling bad about that. Or you're thinking, I still haven't manifested this relationship with this person. Or you're thinking, I haven't got this contact yet. They didn't contact me this morning. I didn't hear from them yesterday. I didn't hear from them overnight. Tell me I'm wrong. And she was like, you are spot on. That's exactly what is happening. So question why you're feeling gross, because you are thinking of something. You're clearly thinking an unwanted thought here, and that's what's generating these emotions, because you're not just going to be feeling these gross emotions for no reason. Your attention is going somewhere, and we need to kind of clear that up. Therefore, if you're feeling yucky, just shift your focus. So when I was feeling really sick, I was like, okay, let the body heal. I'm still going to focus on my goals and what I'm going to be creating, because everything you're thinking now will push out because there is a slight delay. So I was like, okay, I may be feeling sick now, feeling sick today or sick in this moment, but I know tomorrow I'm going to be even better. I know I'm going to be healthier than I was today. I know that my manifestations are going to drop. Do you have to be perfect? Like I keep saying, no. Do you have to exhaust yourself and make sure that every single thought you are monitoring? No, because we don't want to have to add another limiting belief on top of what we're currently doing. Like I spoke in a previous video, I don't want you creating limiting beliefs around the manifestation process and thinking I have to be perfect, I have to be affirming every single moment of the day, and if I don't, and if I'm not affirming enough, or if I'm not completely on my mental diet, then things aren't going to shift for me. Why do we want to have that as a rule in our reality? You are so powerful that what you're dominantly thinking, even about your manifestation process, you're creating rules by doing that. So make sure you're only entertaining wanted, positive, new story thoughts majority of the time. So that's my video for you today. You don't have to be happy to manifest. Prove it to yourself. Just prove it to yourself. Really get disciplined. You have to get to this point where you are sick of feeling crap. You're sick of your current circumstances and you're like, enough's enough. I'm tired of this. And sometimes for some people, you have to get to quite a low feeling place and get to this point of frustration that now you're like, yeah, fuck this. I'm done. It's time to move on. And sometimes that may take a fair bit for other people. It depends on how you learn. For other people, I literally, like with my coaching clients, for some clients, I can be like, okay, do this. Don't be thinking like this, da-da-da-da. Like, yep, done. Okay, beautiful. Off they go in their merry way. Other clients have to learn it for themselves. I tell them, they won't listen, and they'll do something and they'll go, fuck, okay, you were right. Why did I do that? It's like, it's okay. You had to learn through experience, and now we're just going to apply the information I told you and we can move on with it. Other clients kind of want to sit in that feeling for a little bit, and it takes a bit of reinforcement from myself and also from them to decide to move on from that space and where they're thinking and shift out of that victim state. And it can take a little bit of effort for them to get out of it. But with persistence and with consistency, you can do this. That was my video. I intend that you found it really helpful and that there were some nuggets in there that you can take away. If you want coaching from myself, details are in the description below. So is Instagram. I will see you again sometime this week. Have a beautiful day. Bye.